you want me to call it?
What's today?
The 24th. Is this us?
No. I don't know why it wouldn't be live.
Yeah, why does it say starting soon when we're... That's very
I
odd.
think we had that same issue last time.
We did?
There's usually a slight lag between...
Yeah, well, all we can do is give it a second, I guess.
Not on your events?
Oh, we're streaming now? I want to see it, guys.
Are we live?
It says we've been live for 10 minutes.
No, it doesn't. 10 seconds.
I get numbers confused. Hey.
Hi, people. Hold on. We're getting this all worked out.
We're figuring things out.
YouTube just changed around all of its stuff.
Right?
Hello, everybody.
That's a silly thing to do, man. That's a silly thing.
And we need to embed this in the page. Hold on, people. Hold on.
So, Dave, while we're making small talk, what did you think of all the high scores that Metal Gear's getting while everybody else is saying that they also didn't get to play it to completion?
That's odd.
That they did that as part of the review?
Well, the review... Oh, hey, here we get...
Should be live.
All right, I can copy things. I can copy and paste things.
I got it.
Fine, then I'll just talk. Hey,
go for it.
Anyway, what I heard about the review events, Dave, was that it was, the usual locked room conspiracy theory thing, but Konami only gave them a week in like 5 business days, 8-hour days, and so...
Do we have this all tweeted and
if
shit?
you did,
people know?
Yeah. If you did nothing else, did you FB it?
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
If you did nothing else... For those days, you'd have 40 hours in a game that even like Kojima would say you need 50 hours if you really want to do it. And so...
40 hours of a game is, I think, more than... I mean, unless you're talking about like an MMORPG, then I think 40 hours is probably enough for you to render a judgment on a game. So even if you don't beat it, I totally...
Seriously.
I buy the
There's not much that can happen outside of the game coming to life and biting your own nuts.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see which sites decided they had played enough to give it a score and which sites hadn't. And because it was really just... Only the ones I can recall are like the biggies, the big guys like IGN and GameSpot.
We've been doing
and
this
they both
years.
gave it a 10. Though Konami got pissed off at GameSpot because GameSpot apparently said that
your 10 wasn't high enough.
No, they said something about like there's a Dark Souls-ish type mode that is free to play, kinda, or it has microtransactions, and they said that sucks, and this was not how Konami wanted to announce the microtransaction they had hidden in this game, and so they're saying that GameSpot's got it all wrong. Yeah,
keep talking, people.
Yeah, and so, I mean, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's only a week away.
Yeah.
Other people are more excited for...
to stream.
It really just sucks that it's the same time as Mad Max. Like, I'd want to play... If Mad Max had been an August release, I'd have played the crap out of that.
There people are. Perpetual Christopher.
Hi, everybody.
Mick B, Max F, Michael Plaskett, Daniel Treese, David Thirault, Hobo Midget, who could forget...
It's laser
Hobo
time.
Midget. It can do that. It's laser time. Focus. There we go. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we were just...
Wrestling boy.
Phil the guy says no A's have Dave. MTS Flying Monkey, what up? Banana Beals, Chris Coomans, what it is. Man, this YouTube streaming, we're still trying to get the hang of it. I think our audio and our video might be a little delayed. Hang with us. It doesn't matter because we should bang.
Yeah.
We have a little time code for that ass.
Hey, Retro Game Dave and Phil Ken7. Nice to see you. Well, and this is the first one we've done that is not... not the first one, but this is open to non-patrons as well, so they can see all the fun we're having every Monday night.
This is like the third one we did that with. There's our time code, everybody.
It's always 18 seconds.
We are 18. If you're just listening, just tuning in, we are 18 seconds in. The Fox logo has... And the Hearst Corporation thing has just come up.
I think
what
it's
does that
Fox
say?
News.
A news corporation company.
News,
Corp.
right.
Yeah, right.
Fox.
I read my documentaries.
Okay. Did you guys see that YouTube video? I think it's like I forget the name of the company, but they collected every bit of sexist commentary on Fox News for like a period of time. It's like a 10-minute video of like male commentators just being like, your real place is
can't
in
live
the
with him, can't kill you, can you, Marty?
No, I heard one of my favorite clips It was they had a sit down talk of a dude and then 3 women on like a couch, one of those type of shows.
Are you surprising us with beer, Dave?
Yeah, it's a surprise.
And they were talking about about catcalling. And then the guy was just like, it's a compliment. Yeah. I mean, and sometimes I just, I see a girl and I go like, hey, good work.
Well, sometimes I just want to let her know to bury her ass on my face.
Well, you're going to start in like 3 minutes. Right. As you can see, our file is at 18 seconds in. A News Corporation has just popped up underneath the Fox logo. We are 18 seconds in.
And as Phil the Guy points out, yes, this is on Amazon Prime
and YouTube. Oh, Phil the Guy, thanks for finding that. Maybe post it in the comments.
Could you put the link to it on the YouTube?
I can't believe Fox doesn't stamp down that piracy. Everyone loves this.
I think it's in a weird area. Well, it's the Power Rangers have exchanged ownership to so many places. They were owned by Disney. I don't believe they are anymore.
Even on Blu-ray.
Yeah, they got bought. Well, Chaim Saban, his company got bought by Disney.
Which is started by Corey Haim.
L'chaim.
So
Freeman Matthews.
Should I reveal the surprise beer?
You should. Cooper, what it is. Yeah, Phil Consebin, you got to get that. You got 2 minutes to get that torrent situated.
Phil the Guy says the YouTube version is of poor quality though, but
it doesn't.
Some would say the entire movie is of poor quality.
The poor quality.
All right, so to commemorate us watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, I have bought.
Whoa!
Ranger beer. Oh my! Great. I had meant to buy one thing that I totally forgot to because I wanted it forever. It's that long sleeve green shirt with just like the Power Rangers design on it. They're available in a bunch of places.
Henry, this is a really strong IPA. I know it's your favorite kind of beer.
Oh yeah, it's totally my favorite. That's cool, bro. Man, you didn't learn anything from Homer buying that bowling ball with his name on it for Marge. That episode.
I didn't do that. Talking Simpsons.
You didn't even do that, everybody. Yeah. So, why don't we name who are our favorite Rangers?
Green Ranger.
Mine is Jason the Red Ranger.
Green Ranger.
He's the Leonardo of the group. So
Darren Castro says 3 screens ready to go. You guys, the movie and Raw. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't spoil Raw for us, guys. Don't worry, Dave. I won't read any Raw spoilers to you over this because we could be watching it from an illegal stream, but otherwise we have to wait 2 more hours to watch it legally.
I don't know what that is, Banana Beals, but thank you for joining us, everybody. Make sure that Ranger beer for when you go to the Yogi Bear movie. This is Gun Cannon D.
Retro Game Dave says the Clear Ranger is there.
The Clear Ranger?
He's always been there. It's like Mr. Poopy Butt.
Christian Rivero says Jason.
No sweatpants. Those were pajama pants, by the way, but they signify something just as lazy.
Phil the Guy says Adam the second Black Ranger.
Oh, Alex Viticus likes the Caucasian one. Good choice.
Adam wasn't black though.
We are at 18 seconds in, Mark.
He was the Black Ranger.
Skin color, man. That's when they flipped the script by making the black one the yellow Ranger and the Asian the Black Ranger.
Nick B wonders which Ranger is in jail. I do believe one of them was arrested, or maybe not
one. No. A guy who was on an episode once, a guest star, murdered somebody.
He chopped off their heads to steal their boats in international waters.
But it was just a guest star.
I know, but I think one of the actual Power Rangers. I don't think one of these, but what are the odds? They're like young actors. There are 70 of them. One of them is going to go to jail for a long
one's
time.
dead. Yeah, the original Yellow Ranger. She's not in this movie.
Oh yeah, she got killed in like a car
accident on Golden Gate Bridge. I think.
Did she really?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile,
I like Billy. Billy might have made that John Hughes documentary from a while back.
Michael Plaskett says that Billy the Blue Ranger is their favorite for social justice reasons because
is he gay?
Yes, he is.
I think Kimberly's my favorite for my wiener reasons. Also, I mean, but her storyline with Tommy, where they started to date, that was just as a 13-year-old, I'm like, this is the most romantic thing in the world. Fuck you, Casablanca.
I will put this as delicately as I can. I learned to masturbate to the Pink Ranger.
But anytime you were watching her in the uniform on the show,
I am aware. Amy Jo Johnson in her little fucking shorts in Angel Grove was my jam.
And Alex Crumb is correct.
Solomon Mars.
Bryan Cranston did voice a villain on one episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For a time, he got into anime voice acting.
I am the one who morphs.
If you watch Macross 85,
I love Phil the Guy's
one of the Macross films.
Comments on the Laser Time article is that his big problem with the movie is that they morph out of order. So if you're expecting
Mastodon,
a certain order,
pterodactyl, saber-toothed tiger, Tyrannosaurus, and then the last one. And the rest.
Tyrannosaurus.
Are you kidding? Pink Ranger hasn't aged much. Oh, it hasn't aged much. I think you were going to say, well, she looks great.
She still got it.
Oh yeah, she did. In her ranger suit, she played guitar on the street. Adorable. She was busking in a ranger suit because I think she hit some charity drive thing or whatever.
Actually, for this, and add it on Chrome, you can access it via other countries.
For the stream, I've got a Green Ranger here.
Hey, look at that! Dave's got cool hair now.
Look, I like Tommy the Green Ranger just fine, but but the White Ranger is his true color. Yeah. The Green Ranger is an evil guy who got beat by a candle. Yeah. Like he's only like a rental ranger.
I was ready to grow up, embrace my puberty, and stop watching the Power Rangers right when it came on, and then the Green Ranger saga started.
It's a great five-parter.
Yep. I'll stick around for a little while.
It is like the Dark Phoenix saga of the Morphines.
Because I'm an asshole, I will admit we would tease the retarded kid in class for watching Power Rangers while all of us were silently watching it.
Yeah, we were in open school. It was totally fine to be out and watching Power Rangers.
That's not where I was from. I'm from a southern town where football's king. Mm-hmm. Tommy Greensos is Michael Basket. I tell you what.
I wonder what Bulk and Skull are up to.
Let's get this started. We're going to get this started. Yeah. We're going to count down to 1. All right, right now, guys, you should be paused. For the people listening to audio commentary, you should be paused right when a news company or corporation pops up underneath the Fox logo. Our file says it's 18 seconds in. I don't know what it says on Amazon Prime. I don't know what it says in your torrent or your UMD, whatever. Yeah, we're 18 seconds in, right at the Fox logo. And at the count of 1, I'm going to ask all of us at the same time to press play. So get ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
It's sinking time.
And boom, logo's gone black. And 20th Century Fox in a very Parker Lewis font presents.
Hearing some music, stars.
Oh my god!
Oh, it has a long crawl.
Oh, Zordon came to the city of Angel Grove to establish a command center
for his never-ending struggle against evil. With the aid of his trusted assistant, Alpha 5, the nobles master sorted 6 extraordinary teenagers and gave them power to transform into superhuman fighting force in time of great need.
Technically, he sent out 6 or 5 teenagers, and the 6th one was only thrust upon them because Rita Repulsa activated him.
He was adopted. It is not Star Wars, Daniel Treese. Do not confuse this. No, it's not Star Wars. Alex Crum says, this Zardos. Zardos was playing at the Castro Theater last night. Oh, boy. Look at that shaky logo.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow, that explosion. You can see the flame, the tinder of it flying out, man.
So, yeah, I've said this many times, though, in order to pimp the movie. The cinematography is a little better. But this was America's first shot at shooting the action. The action was all based on a Super Sentai show.
I'm surprised Bulk and Skull even came along.
They're not really friends.
They're not friends.
Yeah.
No, I'm betting they just did it to prove that they can do anything they can do. They're like, no way, we're just as cool, man.
More to shred, bro. More to shred. That is not your voice.
Yeah, that was some real ADR.
Oh, this is ADR City.
Yeah.
Which Power Rangers movies is Dirty Diz, the original?
Yeah.
20th anniversary.
Turbo is way better, but we're doing this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Turbo doesn't have CG.
Turbo is so stupid.
At least the monster fights are fucking.
Turbo had the most objectionable thing I ever saw in a Power Rangers show or movie, where a kid got to be the Power Rangers.
True, but
isn't that the case in the original? The original White Ranger is a pervy kid in the Japanese version.
But unlike this film, Jason is in Turbo.
Yeah, I hated that because I'm at that point I was way older than him, and that just pointed out how old I was for the show.
This is the most 90s thing that has ever happened.
Phil the Guy is also pointing out a good fact here. This is a non-canonical film.
Is it?
They didn't have these Zords back in the show, and they got similar Zords to these later. They didn't design new Zords. They just took them from a later design, and when they got up to that season on the Japanese show, on the American show, they then just had them come back.
Do you think they made sure the stunt people matched genders of the jumpers? That does not look very ladylike.
Man, why you gotta judge?
They're shredding the gnar, man. Why are you judging, Dave? I can't do anything.
Oh, this song is a great cover.
That's supposed to be Bulk and Skull. They never.
I don't know if they are. Why are they both dressed as the Black Ranger?
No, Bulk and Skull didn't jump out.
That looks
awesome.
Looks
great. Oh, that looks even better.
Guys, remember this visual because it'll come up later.
They learned a lesson. Yeah,
that's right. Wait, why does Tommy get a board?
Because he's the coolest.
Because he's the leader, and the leader gets a board, bruh. Fuck yeah, so rad.
Tommy's helmet is too small, says Nick B. Or is his head too
big?
Wait,
this isn't the Red Hot Chili Peppers, though. That was the Peppers cover.
No, it's the Peppers. Brett made sure to tell me last night it is.
Boy, what a boring centerpiece of a festival. We're going to watch people land.
I once did this to watch...
High school!
I watched a skydiving Santa Claus and watched him land. Okay, so I'm pissed off. I was pissed off the second I saw this kid because even when I was like 14 or 12, I thought... When they bring a kid into a show that is not about kids,
oh man, the EPS convention, the Black Eye lands first.
It's just such a lame. It's just such a lame thing. Like, no, here's the kid. Now you can project yourself into it. Like, I don't give a fuck about a kid. I want to see Batman beat people up. I want to see these guys beat people up. You know. And once I saw the kid, I was like, nope, he's going to be
It's a pretty idiotic notion, too.
Well, the kid, I mean, that's why...
Because, like, I was never the same age as Spider-Man, but he still had kid-like problems. Yeah. And it's the same reason I like him now, because his problems look more like mine. Well, it didn't matter what his age was.
Of course, Tommy has to outdo everybody.
Yeah, what's he going to do?
Let's go, Tommy!
He's going to carve all over that target.
Well, and also that kid...
He's going to land penis first with his ginormous wang.
Perfect. Oh, that sound effect.
We couldn't even see it.
But that kid...
Hey, kid. I'm gonna adopt you.
But also that kid is why I hate Short Round, and it's my least favorite. Temple of Doom is my least favorite indie.
Even with that sick t-shirt?
What is out of sync for you, Thomas Dobson? You better make sure you're watching the right movie. Because somebody had asked 2 minutes in, wait, which Power Rangers movie? Oh my God, he looks so young.
Max F has a good point. How convenient to jump in the suits that are the same color as your Ranger suits. Way to be subtle, guys.
Well, they will go to high school wearing clothes that match their Power Rangers uniforms, which I always thought would throw it.
Yeah, I forgot somebody else.
Is she the original? She's not the original.
No, half of them quit because they wanted better money and they said no.
Yeah, they came back in the next movie.
The black, the yellow,
not everybody.
The black, yellow, and red Ranger. The Red Ranger was the only person that ever returned, and he's second to Tommy as people who have returned so many times. Like he's been the leader again after like coming back. So
I think Trini was in like the second Crow movie before she.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember because people were like, dude, you can see your boobs in this Crow movie.
Jesus, these are.
Can you hear Japan laughing at us?
Yeah. Really, you're gonna skydive and rollerblade in the same day? Yeah,
then we're gonna skitch home, bro.
Jesus, they're headed straight for a heart attack. It's way too much activity for one day.
That is a sweet Jordan hat that guy was wearing.
Indeed, it was. Oh, it's a cover of Free. There's that butt again. Gee, see what I'm saying? Amy Jo Johnson.
We recorded half a podcast and we're doing a movie, and I think I'm going to sleep about 12 hours tonight because I need the rest.
Yeah.
These kids have just too much energy.
Well, yeah, at this point, we're probably about 14 years old.
So was their identity ever a secret to the public? So they dress like the Power Rangers all day, and no one
doing
suspects
stunts
anything.
all the time. They're also trying to teach kids to be active, I guess.
I hope they drink some Sunny D right after this.
I wish there were actual putties in this film.
What sink, you silly geese?
Oh, Zach was on the Shield? I didn't know that.
That's so unsafe. I'd say Bulk and Skull are more adventuresome than the Power Rangers. They only use one parachute to jump with two people. Even though he has
very dangerous.
Audio might be a little out of sync. That might be due to your internet connection, but whatever. You can still hang with a chat. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I can do about it now.
These guys, they are the children of Ducky or not Ducky. Damn it, I ruined the joke.
You did.
That's a sick beanie though.
Who's that annoying guy who was like in Laser Blast and all those other shows? Is like the annoying nerd who.
Eddie Deason?
No, Eddie Deason. Yeah.
Oh guys, hi.
All right, so this is a nice. I wasn't against
last time rollerblading was cool. I think it's still cool, Alex. I don't do it.
But I think
Come on and be the 90s.
Look at that wool construction worker without a shirt on. That seems very unsafe.
Maybe they were shooting a calendar. Yeah, my mom loved Rita Repulsa. She thought she was so funny.
It's a great voice.
Yeah, it's great voice.
I would never
worst dubbing ever.
You know, it's a good voice, but it's just I would never be able to imitate that in a million years. Not with all the throat surgery.
And then
after 10,000 years, I'm free.
Even though her body is not the same as in the Japanese stuff, she is still like voiced the same in this film.
Oh, wait. So none of this footage has any basis in Japanese stuff. So like, who plays Rita Repulsa? Like a completely different person?
A lady with the new voice. I mean, they had to cast... I
thought it was the same one.
They had no. They had to cast a human for her to marry Lord Zed in the previous seasons to this because Lord Zed was an American creation just to be like, I'm tougher than Rita, and he packs up Rita. He still works with Goldar and those other idiots. Whatever their names
Zorak Evasions corrects me. Wouldn't everyone in town dress like the Rangers? Well, aren't they super famous, especially because they can't sue anyone for using their likeness?
I think I'd at least remember the Rangers like, oh yeah, you guys smashed all this shit.
How long is this rollerblading trip?
Subterranean.
Hey, now let's take
a train if you're that far away.
This is magic hour lighting. This is taking place in the daytime. Like this is
all never happened before.
They're doing the shit they can never do on the TV show.
Mm-hmm. I really wish I'd watched the scene a little bit more to see who can actually rollerblade. Because Billy did a sick little turn there.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! Boy, that doesn't look much better than it did on the show.
It would look so much better with a little green in it.
Every time you see a rainbow in the sky, it's the Power Rangers jumping. This fucker, I hate him. Alpha 5.
Alpha 5 is the worst.
No, I think Zordon is the worst. You want to see my impression of Zordon?
Yeah, but he's so wise.
I loved when the Animaniacs made fun of them.
Oh, he's gonna actually talk here? Oh my God!
Yeah, his mouth actually moves. When the Animaniacs did a parody
this Marlon Brando?
There's Zordon in that. His mouth. It was the psychiatrist, but his mouth didn't move. They said like, "What's wrong with your mouth?" And then he just says, "It's all fuzzy." Why is Angel Grove so fucked up? I imagine the housing prices must be great. Says Daniel Tritch. Yeah,
they have like taken down the colors of their clothes a notch in this. Like it's only little flourishes.
I think they have better. I'm betting they have a better wardrobe budget here.
Also, that like the kids are in the movie theater. They're not watching it on TV and like, is that the pink? Am I watching Power Rangers right now? Is that the Pink Ranger? She's wearing 100% pink clothing.
It is for children.
I really had a memory of like Zach being in this and
what?
Trini. No. Jason, no.
It is. You
Holy
have
shit!
A weird
like
memory.
half of them are. Well, it's been like 20 years.
No, I remember as a kid that was one of the first things that like.
This is Bob Zordon doing just the God's work, says Michael Plasky.
No, that time when they were leaving the show, it was one of the first times as a kid I recognized how negotiations can fuck with the show.
Do they still sell thermoses like that where it's like you have the cup that you pour the rest of it in?
I don't think so. Oh, love that voice.
I think that is the same Rita Repulsa.
I think it's the same voice, but they did not get in the Japanese actress.
That's the same voice. I don't think it's the same actress. Oh God, that guy's
so
I had
sick.
a Zed toy.
That has not aged at all. That is still a rad costume. Yeah. How come I don't see that
all
at
that
Comic-Con?
exposed skin? Yeah,
I think I just fought him in Destiny.
But they needed Zed to come in the second.
Look at his brain pulsate. I didn't notice that.
They needed Zed to come in the second season because Rita had lost so many times. They needed a new guy. He's like, I'm scarier than her. I am the best.
Like John Cena. Like you don't beats Kevin Owens so many times. It's like
good point,
you can't watch
Nick.
him
You can tell this is the '90s because of all the tucked-in
Whoa!
shirts.
Oh no, yeah, that is definitely different Rita.
But who's that guy? Why isn't it the
Goldar? And I forget the other one.
That was like the flying monkey.
Why is it a pig guy instead of the flying monkey and the inventor guy who looks sort of like Mr.
Explicit?
No, David the Gnome. That's what I was.
Jesus Christ!
I'm having trouble getting the Pulso.
Yeah.
Tia Carrere.
I have to call a ballroom blitz.
I do remember that line making me laugh in the theater when she said, "A ball of snot."
No squatting, Babu.
Oh, good. Look at that. Look at that.
Man.
Quality CG.
Oh, no.
It is weird to see the CG thing meeting the ugly puppet people or the... Ugh. So I'm going to just say this now at the start.
Apocalypse.
That Ivan Ooze is a terrible Jewish stereotype for most of this film. Even though his Ivan...
Why, hello, it's so good to be seeing you.
Help me fight the Power Rangers, you could?
With the punching and the hurting.
Don't pay retail for those Zords. I can get them on sale at Mendy's.
Sync is way off on the Amazon file, by the way. Is it?
Oh no.
Well, I checked. It worked fine for me.
To YouTube.
We are at 13 minutes and 4 seconds in.
Gun Cannon says that's Belloc. And never heard of him.
Ugh,
Ivan Ooze is showing off.
Man, that chin is gonna distract me the entire movie. Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like Zordon or Lord Zed being made to look anything less than the leader of bad guys.
Man,
well, but he's
Dave,
not
you
the
should
movie.
never watch a show called Lost because they swap out villains
shut up.
very fast.
But he's not the movie villain. That's the difference.
That's right, Boxing Marco. It is Apocalypse. He is upon us.
So Zed is physically being played by his stuntman, who has most recently played an extremist soldier in Iron Man 3.
And long before
Mark Ginther.
Long before the internet did oral histories, and I wish I knew this website's name. Like, there's been a Power Rangers website that has been doing oral histories from everybody involved in this project. Mm-hmm. So I've read a ton about this film. I don't remember much because it's been. I've read more. I've read about this movie for hours. I haven't watched it in 20 years.
Yeah. But also, so...
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, this was an annoyance to me when you get the official movie of a kid's show, too, that the bad guys get locked. The regular bad guys are just deemed, you're not good enough for the movie. We gotta lock you away over here and you can fight a new dude. The CG is amazing. I agree, Chris Cummins. Cummins. And he certainly does look like Apocalypse, yeah. Steve Hernandez is having Burger King and drinking Blue Moon.
Oh my
that
God,
sounds like
want
quite
to
a night.
marry that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who does that? Why does that
He's
guy
the guy
look
from The
familiar?
Wire.
McNulty?
Oh!
McNulty, no! Call the Baltimore Police Department.
I like that.
Oh yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, it's probably out of sync. That's how it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I like that Ivan is being so over the top. The actor Paul Freeman is just like. Yeah.
No.
Really?
Why couldn't you be a good boy like my son Irving?
He's going to podiatry school. I'm going to take over the world and he'll inherit it.
I like that he's just being silly. And yeah, that guy is, by the way, that guy is Belloc from Raiders.
Really?
Yep, under all that stuff, that's Belloc.
What? Wait,
you see, Mr.
friend?
Jones? There's nothing you have that I cannot take away.
Yeah, more terrible CG.
Boy.
All right, time for them to fight the equivalent of putties.
No, these guys are better than putties.
Because this is Thriller Night.
Nah, I prefer the Tengu men they're going to fight later.
Welcome to my nightmare, guys. Is Boxing Marco. You're welcome.
Do you remember when, I don't know if they were still called putties, but like they were the evolved version of putties, and they were
the extra putties. You had to hit them on their chest thing.
It was so, like, there was about like 40 seconds of the Rangers being like, we can't beat these guys. They're too strong now. Oh, wait, just punch their stomach. Punch the big icon on their stomach.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And from then on, the putties were not a problem ever again either.
Did he just kick all of them?
Yeah, it was quite a spin kick. Oh man, he's the toughest.
Let's see if anyone else amongst that group does any karate moves. I mean, I think the two more recent Guy Rangers
did have martial arts skills.
They were smart to hire people who could do karate moves instead of
because when they originally hired these actors to play the original Power Rangers characters, they didn't have any martial arts experience except for Tommy.
Yeah, this guy too, Johnny Young Bosch.
No, see, the ones they replaced people with all had martial arts skills.
Though, I mean, Jason was at least buff.
Ooh, what the fuck is this?
Wow, this
sounds like Devo.
The old clonking the heads together. You know, I'm just not cool with all of them being demonstrated to be this strong without their powers.
Well, that was
a good cut.
That's
at least
part of the behind the scenes of this movie is that they shot a ton of it with their outfits on, and by the time they got around to it, like, why the fuck did we do that? We had these actors, we paid them to be there.
Yeah.
And I think they had to go back and shoot a little of it because that's just not how America does things.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Plaskett is pointing out that this is a Tracy Lord song.
Think of even your favorite Marvel movies. How many of the characters have helmets?
I know, but that is why I want Spider-Man to always wear his mask. But I get why he gets taken off all the time.
But even Iron Man, like they show inside his mask.
We just missed a classic line from Billy where he punches one of those guys in the stomach and he gets goop on his fist and he says, "You ooze, you lose." Whereas I would be worried that there's a strange substance on my hands. sand that may be corrosive.
So Hooper, Jake Hooper is pointing out that this scene and the next fight scene have completely different music depending on which version you're watching. Because I guess they didn't license it correctly, perhaps?
I don't know, and I thought I looked into all that.
It's morphin' time.
Here we go.
Time. Pterodactyl.
Never first. He looks really scared.
I think Saber-Tooth Tiger should be next. Yeah, this is way out of order.
Yeah. I thought their outfits looked too bulky, too. They really did. They're like movie...
Wow, she's like the Asian girl.
Taxio Brothers.
And white.
Hey, if you somehow have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers communicator, you probably put this right in that centerpiece. And then... turns you into a Patreon
Cooper points out that the scene in the next fight scene may be completely different music depending on the version of the movie you're watching. I think I just read that. Alex Trump says the Black Ranger mocapped and voiced the dude in DMC4.
Yeah, really? Johnny Young Bosch does a lot of voices.
I did not do that.
Michael Plaskett wonders, wait, did the Power Rangers kickstart the spirit animal trend? They did.
I suppose so.
You could thank the Native Americans. I won't. It's the Power Rangers.
So here's some Power Rangers trivia for you as well, guys. That in Japan, the Yellow Ranger was a man, and you couldn't tell that. It was hard to tell in the cuts, but it was always a man in the show. So when they refilmed new fighting scenes of the Power Rangers outfits in Japan, they then cast the Yellow Ranger as a woman, so they could match up better.
Ooh, Retro and they gave her got his coin in the mail. Yeah. It's coming out to you right now.
I've been seeing a lot of people saying they got it.
Also, you can tell in the original Power Rangers footage because the Pink Ranger has like culottes, but the Yellow Ranger doesn't.
Yeah, and also Japan would never have more than one token girl on a team, at least back in the early 90s.
And Alpha's
more to him.
Oh, I hate this. I'm surprised how much I hate this Zordon.
Soon we're going to find out that Zordon was like a dude in there the whole time, I didn't like that.
Ooh, Steve Hernandez says, my friend owns one of those Power Rangers emblems, and he's not afraid to pose in public with it.
Yeah, that armor's over the top. I think they just added all that armor because they're like, well, if it's just spandex, that doesn't look like a movie. It looks too cheap.
I feel like Alpha 5's clothes look a little bit different in this movie.
Do they?
They're a little shinier, more. It's like WrestleMania outfit. Like,
I'm Zordon.
Fuck. That's why I love that Ivan's a goofball. Okay, here's a funny line. And by funny, I mean an attempt to be humorous.
Why didn't they program the robot to know karate?
Bunch reunion. He's sad he missed the Brady Bunch reunion. Get it?
Did he just say that?
The reunion movie? Or
it came out the same year.
Yeah, but no. He's talking about a different thing.
That's a thing that parents can laugh at.
I mean, that's the same spirit. He exists from the same reason Shrek exists. Like it's from the same. But at least Ivan's like joking around. He's like, I'm fun. I'm Ivan.
You think you're bad, White Ranger? You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
Seeing them walk around in places that aren't rocky outdoors areas, it kind of hurts.
The one place look. They have all of their fights.
Christian Rivero says neon equals science.
Yep.
In this universe, yes.
Some of the movies,
they are really plasticky. I never noticed that.
Wow, Gun Cannon says some of the movies
Rangers Medusa
armor.
From Castlevania.
The armor is displayed at the store in the Disney Hollywood Studios.
Why is Disney Hollywood Studios so hard up for merchandise? What? No.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wasn't a big fan of that either.
No.
Well, why would she be the only one who gets headlights,
I guess because
functionally they all should.
You know what? It does work in the fact that a saber-toothed tiger can probably see in the dark.
Yeah, I
like cats can. So
damn right, I am awkward loser. Chris is a teenage dirtbag baby. Also, I love Diamond Dave's slick back hair. He looks like Eddie Vedder's younger brother.
Oh no, and Marco Coletta. Clearly, you don't know that this is the half recast Rangers. So the black one, the African American Ranger is now in the Yellow Ranger outfit, and the Asian person is in Black Ranger.
So wait, he's supposed to. What's the Red Ranger again?
What?
Well, he has a power of scanning.
Okay.
But I don't think his accompanying dinosaur does.
I also felt that like this. I don't know. This fight wasn't as good as even on the Japanese show. I have to say, like
that's very American. No hits register.
Yeah, The kicks just and it's not as
lots of bad wire work.
It's not as stunt showy
and
either.
Shitty like bing.
Oh,
bang.
and also one of my favorite things on Power Rangers fights was that like if they got hit with a sword or a weapon, like explosions like fireworks would explode off them. I love that.
Everybody's bailing on us right now.
Damn.
Oh man.
Oh, that is just an unrealistic move.
I love that quote though. But then of course they have to do like a double take to each other. Slow motion also.
What? Again, are you watching, Alex Crum? He says 20 minutes in, there's been no combat.
Well, it's finally happened.
We're in the combat zone.
But yeah, also, I feel like if in the Japanese version there would have been more respect for physics for the way that guy flew after being kicked.
Ugh.
That's not a bad
Pretty
cut.
Cool.
That is a really good cut, yeah.
I do like that they molded the plastic to the women's breasts. That's a really nice touch.
Well, that's what would be comfortable. What, you want them to tape down their boobs?
And they're growing women. You want them...
They gotta have space.
Yeah, have space.
Marco says, I see slightly less racist Rangers.
Yeah.
It is fucking pure balls that they cast an Asian as the Yellow Ranger and a black guy as the Black Ranger.
It
pure
seems
balls.
Strange that they never hit them. At the very least, they were just ignorant.
And if you look at this poster, they are the most diminished.
And if you want to, that was terrible.
God.
If you want to take the comparison even further, the depressed guy in the closet is blue.
Oh my
the
God!
Red-blooded,
this is the worst.
The red-blooded American boy.
His grapple gun is pretty bad.
Also, the red-blooded American boy is the Red Ranger, and the Pink Ranger because
the vagina.
Yeah.
And then the superior one is white. So.
But remember when he started it, he was a rookie, so he was green.
Oh, I hate this.
And I need to make a BuzzFeed article out of this.
Yeah, Thomas Dobson, stick with us, man. We'll be good.
Yeah.
Movie of the week. Up to now, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, says Charles Andre Lavelle.
Yeah.
Well, wait for the CG to increase, guys.
Jesus Christ! La da da! I'm coming, guys.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you read some stories that they did make fun of his sexuality on the set?
I think it was more the producers. It wasn't. I don't know if it was the
actor.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody who could have been fired would have made fun of the actor's sexuality.
Yeah. I think it was like the producers. The producers were like trying to egg the other actors on, but I don't think the other actors really took it. But it was more like
that's
Jesus
too many
Christ
flips there.
Because there's actually this weird extended period where
his sword. I love that sword. Not when it does this.
Jesus.
His sword should be stabbing people, not.
It's a.
That's from the Ninja boy. That's from the Ninja Turtle school of beating guys.
Yeah.
But getting squashed by a dumpster is totally fine.
They're killing these guys.
Well, they're goo. It's like killing ants, you know. And then this is another annoyance I have with the motion
picture. Nebraska says he was moving at the speed of a really fast tape measure.
This is another thing.
Why y'all looking at their hands? Are they high?
This when the characters lose their powers like early into the film, and so to get a new status quo. I hate that too.
Superhero hack.
Superheroes lose their powers. The regular villains are replaced by the big villain.
Yeah, what are they, Samus?
It's just to kill. They totally got Samus here, brah.
Solomon Mars says Dave is so smart.
Yes, Retro Game Dave. That sword talks from time to time. Not there, but
I wonder if the sword was perverted in the original Japanese dub.
Yeah, I bet. No, maybe he was telling him, "Hey, don't look up her dress." Is this worse than Mortal Kombat? Says Steve Hernandez. I would say so. Definitely.
Mortal Kombat is a surprisingly competent little film,
except when it's really bad. When it's bad, it's real bad. But yeah. I do think it is still the best.
Elliot Hunter points out the Blue Ranger. Yeah,
the best.
There's no hiding it, Dave. You may as well talk. Camera can see all. Oh my God, this is Zordon.
That's been Zordon the whole time. He's basically Anakin Skywalker.
He's that little guy from Freaked.
Or he's no, that's a good one.
Could all of you touch my cock?
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Mark Kasler says the Blue Ranger apparently tried to go into gay suppression therapy with disastrous consequences. Boy.
Why?
That's a real bummer.
That always works.
That is a real... That's a fucking sad...
Now I love women.
You think for a podcast episode we can send you into one of those, Hank? See how you do. Just give us a report back.
That'd be a great podcast.
Yeah,
that'd be a great episode of review.
It already is, actually.
Well, the reverse of it is, him trying to cure a gay person.
Cure a gay person.
That is such a great show. You guys should be watching Review. Not right now, but seriously.
So wait, is that always what Zordon wears?
I guess so. I guess we're to assume he's always inside that projecting space.
Oh, look at that, Tommy! You got game, dog. Putting that little arm on his shoulder.
Should have ripped off Alpha's head.
I have ascended. I am better than all of you.
Mark Kelsler is asking, when did Trini become the translator for Billy? That was pretty much from episode 1.
If I were a rich man, I would have paid millions to watch in their 20s Kimberly and Jason fuck. Like more an attractive couple in the 90s there could not be.
I wish you worked at Vivid, Dave. You're throwing out that money right now.
In 2002, you could have thrown out that money and maybe got it. I don't, now, Kimberly, there's no going back from porn.
Boxing, Markham.
And Tommy Tommy's a Christian MMA fighter, which is the opposite of a porn.
Yeah,
no, not the total.
Yeah, it's quite a tattoo. I will say sometimes he comes off as a real douche, but like not too recently he filmed. You know those videos they have of like who'd win a fight that they make on YouTube. He did the one of Ryu versus the Green Ranger.
Oh, that's right.
It was him in it, and it was real good.
Was whoever played Ryu in one of the movies Ryu?
No, it was some stunt guy. Who needs that? Yeah. But. Is this the on-screen time, the version on Amazon Primer got here a bit late?
It's not.
No, it probably isn't that close. But what does the timer on it say there?
It's 29 minutes and 22 seconds.
Though if you're just watching, they just teleported away.
Yeah. I have a bad feeling people were trying to sync up with a version of this on YouTube. If you don't know, people sneak movies on YouTube by slowing it down or speeding it up to a imperceptible percent.
Yeah. Ooh,
did you say fucking?
Egg sucking.
Okay.
Goddamn motherfucker.
You goddamn motherfucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
What a cunt.
I kind of liked that.
I see.
He's just gonna
word.
He's gonna totally job him out.
Says Zordon was horrifying. It's like it does look like something you'd see in a dream. Like your dead dad appears and he's just like.
Wow, Jason, Retro Game Dave is saying that Jason has a tattoo that says Jesus didn't tap.
He does not.
I'm sure he tapped.
Yeah. No, he never gave up when he was up on that cross.
Yeah, but like literally tapping, he probably did that. Like, I'm stuck up on this.
No, well,
thing.
when he was, when he was getting those 30,
when
he was getting hit with those 30 lashes, he was not tapping.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the concept of tapping did not work. It was not a thing back then.
It was not accepted by the
Romans. He
probably
tapped just because it was like, you know.
Oof. And we've disposed of the villains you've liked for the rest of the film.
Yeah, this sucks. I don't like this.
Yeah, if you like Ivan Ooze, but see, Ivan still needs 2 idiot henchmen.
Bebop and Rocksteady from space. I'm sorry.
I liked Goldar. I didn't like when they made him kind of a wuss. There was an episode where Goldar
really
became the monster.
I feel like I fought that guy in Bayonetta.
Or also that scene where Goldar is like in the Green Ranger saga.
Batman Dude says Undertaker gave Jesus a nut shot right before he tapped.
Remember to believe in yourself, Rangers. Also, you have a giant fuck off robots.
He just spit phlegm.
It also feels like a very American enemy design of just like, what are the kids like? A guy who's like slime and shit.
It's a guy who's also a toy.
Stuff. And hey, we can sell slime. We can sell the slime. Kids love buying
CG
slime.
Is like the worst.
And here they come again. Boy, the CG, you can't imagine how bad this CG is going to get.
So I'm picturing
the California Raisin Show.
And now,
these guys. This is the wrestling tag team from that one It's Always Sunny episode.
I was gonna say they totally remind me of the Wiz.
Yeah.
See, I thought I was the only one who was gonna get that reference.
No, I was assuming you were mistaken it for.
He's on down the
Never Ending Story 2.
Oh, Never Ending Story 2. I can see that. Although also sort of the.
It's very
the guy's voiced by Kevin Clash in. I mean, is he going to say, "Go get them"?
That's really cool, though.
That
is a dope shot.
Yeah, they actually had him like fly and stuff.
And that one not
Don't
so much.
stay out too late, boys.
Yeah, they are the Tengu Warriors. That's
I don't know what movie Matthew Dixon is watching. He just says Rosebud.
Apparently
and that's shitty.
Let's see here. Trivia. In the original Japanese show, Goldar and Scorpina had a baby.
Whoa,
what?
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's another couple I would have paid millions to see watch. To watch.
That's impossible.
Oh boy. So what are we treated to probably 30 minutes of them not being the Power Rangers?
Yeah, but first it's time for a bone dinosaur.
Oh, is that an old Ranger? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I guess.
Looks like a Beelzebub the Blade Runner. Have fun storming the castle, says Tim Walker.
So what I liked about Trini is that she was kind of Billy's translator, because Billy would be like, that's a Dilophosaurus that came from the blah, blah, blah.
Who said our audio's 2 minutes behind? It's impossible.
Put your movie 2 minutes back.
Oh yeah, you say they're not on Earth, guys. Of course the base isn't on Earth. Rita Repulsa was on the moon with a castle on the moon. That was her thing.
That was terrible.
That was some cut.
Segue.
Boy, this doesn't look like a cheap set.
This is one of the many plants that's been closed thanks to the decline in the car industry.
Not a 90s movie without a villain in a factory.
Yeah.
That pig has a monocle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that pig.
I got this factory for cheap on real estate.
Yeah. Well, again, so he totally...
Francis Duffy says the CG looks like a bump mapping tutorial.
My son Morty is a real estate mogul.
Well, so yeah, again, going back
Michael
into...
Plaskett says the skeleton looks like id Software made it.
Well, so again, with this guy, Ivan, me saying he's a Jewish stereotype, now he's going to just... His plan is to take over Earth, but via business. And
I'll take over the Earth and then invest it wisely.
Just like how the Yum brand has done, right?
Yes, it's an old toxic waste factory, says Gungan D. Good point.
But look at those gears. Those are some new
Michael
gears.
Plaskett says CNC Villain Factory. Everybody oohs now. Hi, Moose Indy.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to keep up with us, what's the time on our file?
3505.
Yeah.
3507 08 09.
And now we're back to the island with this is very much like Lost, right? People
How are we to believe these
to
people are all ass-kicking karate dudes and they're so gingerly walking across all these rocks? I'm sorry.
Well, they're feeling very disoriented without their powers.
God, look at that.
Oh, that's rad.
See why it worked on me?
Well, that water's
always wear those
splashing,
fucking
too.
shorts in every episode.
I wonder if there was some dirty-minded producer who was just
I think you could put a fucking
pants.
brick on Amy Jo Johnson.
Look at all that! Look at all those waves just crashing behind them.
Yeah, it's Tommy's ejaculate,
But again, this is
waning and waxing.
It is also, I don't know. That's being shot in real places. That's again what I complained about. What I complained about I liked about Mortal Kombat as well. That they were just cool. Those are real rocks. They're on a real beach.
Yeah.
It's not good writing, but again, if this were a movie today, they'd be all Spy Kidded out and just with
not the new Star Wars.
I feel like Mandy Patinkin's about to challenge them to a sword fight.
But definitely the next Star Wars they're going to do a commentary
I could totally believe
it is a very regal pig.
I could totally believe Mandy Patinkin was up for the role of Ivan Ooze. He would have totally done it. I mean, he was probably too busy in Grouchland. Eh?
Is he in Grouchland?
He's the villain in Grouchland.
Elmo Grouchland?
Are you surprised that I haven't seen that Sesame Street movie that came out in 2000?
I was sure you'd have seen it.
I have.
Yeah, that's what I several
times. Pertinent to this scene, we should definitely do a commentary for Follow That Bird at some point.
Oh, dude, that movie is so good, and I own it.
Ain't no road too long. Yeah,
I
think I have the same.
No, Kimberly, your shorts are too high now. Oh God.
I think I have the same Warner Brothers Snapcase version of Follow That Bird. Why couldn't she be wearing a skirt?
Tim Walker saying Birdman.
That's a dope shot.
Yeah.
Someone should redo this scene with Peter Griffin singing "Bird Is the Word." I know you don't like that, Henry.
Well, it's not like he wrote the song, Dave.
I know, but he did best.
All right, and now
Green Arrow. Oh,
ooh, yeah. Are you guys ready for this?
I want Kimberly back.
A little something for the dads in the audience.
She's big.
Dad's time to take it out.
Or as Andy Daly would say, something for daddy.
Something for daddy.
Jeez, Tommy was really losing there.
Yeah. All right, stop swinging your damn shit.
Well, it's the classic noise attack thing. That she ripped it off from Nausicaa.
Do a Freddy Got Fingered commentary. It's not a terrible idea.
I would love to do that.
They've never done a comedy yet, and you have to listen
Freddy Got
too
Fingered
much.
really would be one of just going like, what the fuck is this? What am I looking at? That is basically Xena Warrior Princess.
Boxing Marco says sexiest hermit
It
ever.
is weird how much, like, just the shows like this in the 80s and 90s and this movie in general is like, let's not use a weapon for actual hitting.
Wow, Thomas Dobson says, Elmo and Grouchland was probably my son's favorite movie for the first 3 years of his life.
I believe the 90s, there was an executive screaming, weapons aren't for hitting, weapons are for selling.
She looks like she could have been one of Jerry Seinfeld's girlfriends on Seinfeld.
Once we sell the kid a weapon, I don't care what he does.
But not in real life because she's not 19.
Oh, jeez.
She's a walking Frazetta painting, and I love it, says Boxing Marco.
I'm guessing her name is Dulcia. I think that's her name.
Do you think...
Gabriel Fitzpatrick, a professional model. Let's see, she was a Mr. Nice Guy.
So the lady who was originally cast as Marasaka Harity, they had to reshoot a bunch. They had to even shoot a bunch of footage with her, but then they had to reshoot when they replaced her. Yeah,
interesting.
These birds replaced putties in season 2, says Ratman.
Yep. No, that's what I was telling you guys. That this film is not canonical because they stole a lot of the stuff, the plot devices from later seasons of the Japanese show, and then grafted it onto later seasons of the real show. Like, these Zords were later Zord designs. The ninja costumes they're going to get here were later designs for the ninja season.
They don't really borrow anything from the Sentai productions, right?
Footage-wise, no, but I mean, like, design-wise, they definitely took some stuff, yes.
I think if I was going to be one of the Power Rangers, I would at least want to be the White Ranger, because if I ever sharded myself, everyone would know.
I think Mark Kasler is saying his favorite movie for the first 31 years of his life was Follow That Bird.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
So good.
Oh, God, he's like inside of
Nathan Jones.
What is that? What is that Mexican food? Tamale. He's a tamale right now.
He is a tamale.
He looks like something I would crash through in Yoshi's Island.
Here's this. This is when he's at his most Jewy, I'd say.
Jordan!
Not me. I'm the Power Rangers friend or something.
Yeah, I want to slap that girl's sequin hat off of her
I
head.
love all of his...
I prefer...
He's got great patter.
I'm a Nickelodeon gack man. Would I like ooze? Atlanta Braves!
I'm the tall boy. Everybody listens to me.
What? Wait, who's Justin Wilson?
Just throw it in their face.
Yeah.
Boom, take that. I think... You think Ivan Ooze's Power of Consumerism is a commentary on how the Power Rangers took over
yeah, man.
the market?
You know the filmmakers were thinking on that level.
I have certainly.
I'm positive. Chris Cuban says it's the exact same way they control the Alpha Dragons and How to Train Your Dragon 2.
The Power Rangers are doing boring shit in the desert.
Look at that hiney on Amy Jones.
This is when you should go pee.
Yeah, this is for kids to pee time.
Oh, IndyCar driver is dead. Well, that's too bad. He should have slowed down. That's my obit. Put it out there.
Selling ooze is a pretty similar plan to the Joker's in Tim Burton's Batman, says Mark Kalzer.
Oh, wait till they get a load of me, maybe?
Yeah, those, I don't know. That ooze stuff, I never liked ooze toys as a kid. I don't know about you guys.
It was a good way to ruin your toys.
This is really risky.
That's
for
why
kids.
I didn't. Yeah, she's totally is like Shauna the She-Devil here. But yeah.
Oh, and she's you see that little look she gave Tommy? Look at that. Tommy's going to get two at once.
I know a couple of boobies that are being swapped later on. But Charles Rock Penis. They might be giants.
Yeah, I forgot they got in on this.
Wow.
Green Ranger Man. He's gonna turn into White Ranger Man.
I'm gonna go home and kick the shit out of my kid. This guy looks like a real dick, is what I'm saying.
And This man later became Grandma's boy.
Is it okay if I chug this ooze? Is there protein in it?
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah, I was.
Can I use this to jerk off with?
I do this with everything.
My brother liked these more. He had GAC. He was into GAC.
I'm a GAC man.
And I wasn't.
I can't believe the only way they sell GAC now is to make fart noises. Look at those Chip Deluxe, the Rainbow Chips Deluxe. They were delicious.
Well, I never get why parents would ever buy GAC. All these parents touch the ooze. All of them accidentally touch their kids' ooze toy.
Really?
Rolling Stones reunion
especially that
concert.
hippy dippy one. She seems like she wouldn't. It's like she wouldn't even allow it in the house.
Ugh, god damn you, Alpha 5.
I hate this channel.
Oof. All of those adults were marching off to the Eagles Hell Freezes Over tour. So sad.
Free
This is very Joker.
There's no such thing as a free ooze.
Well, also, this plot is a bit like Halloween 3, another film he commentated.
And this stuff. And other terrible films.
We're soon. Mark Kelzer, I think we're about 20 minutes away from the I'm a Frog line.
What?
It'll be coming soon.
I wish this movie was over. I do.
We are almost halfway.
I've not been there for a while.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, dude.
This is not good.
They need to start doing some shit. I mean, I know they turn into like the ninja goobers for a while.
Hey,
well, she's got to teach him to find their mojo.
It's been 43 minutes and 52 seconds and not one Zord.
Yeah, well, much like the TV show, they're denying you Zords till the very end, which I didn't like either. When I was a kid, too, I was like, I want these fucking Zords,
I'm just saying, according to the time of the TV show, you have gotten 2 Zords by now.
The Zords are the cum shots of a Power Rangers episode.
Well,
like, you can't do it more than once.
But I had a feeling, well, no, man, I think they could have...
once a year I can.
I think they could have done it. I think they could have done it like Godzilla. Where in the Godzilla films you'd get a little bit of Godzilla beforehand. You get a couple of little fights.
Look at this. Here's 6 new action figures, you stupid kids.
I forgot all about this. I hate this so much. This is exactly why I like the Power Rangers, because you weren't wearing these awful suits.
Yeah.
Oh boy, people are still talking about how the parents got the ooze. Epion says the parents accidentally touched the ooze when they picked up their kids' crusty socks. And I think back to all the times my parents must have known I was jerking off when I thought I was being so subtle and tricky. Okay, so
no, I'm just taking a really long crap, Mom.
I'm almost done in the bathroom. Okay, so this line about the frog was apparently ad-libbed. Coming up soon when they get to the Black Ranger. Wolf's pretty cool.
So they changed spirit animals here? Yep. Unbelievable.
Well, because they got new Zords that look different.
The rat, the beetle,
the cream.
Well, so here we go. All right, here's the good line here. Well, also, frogs are good and stuff.
Yeah, it's so cool to be kissed on the forehead by a girl. I love it.
She knew how to shut him up, man.
Godzilla versus Megazord. Who wins? I don't know, Steve Hernandez, but I want to find out. They are now palette-swapped ninjas.
Well, Michael Plaskett, I would say it's not racist that they're ninjas because it was done on the show in Japan first. And I think they're also like ninja. You know, it was the Sentai show in
Japan now is a really anti-ninja society.
You know the show, the theme was of Sentai when I was in Japan last. It was trains. They all had train powers, and they had trains that transformed into a giant thing.
They're really shooting for now. They're shooting for the 3 to 5 year olds. And they brought the White Ranger back so he could be Tommy the Train.
Oh yeah, so apparently this movie was part of the reason these guys there was the change up because they didn't like the negotiations that involved the movie as well. So they're like, all right, we're done with you then. Like,
it is so awkward watching those episodes because it's like 3 or 4 episodes of Jason, Trini, and Zach always being shot from behind.
Yep.
It's really
yeah. or in silhouette.
Yeah. Did you notice that when you were a kid?
Totally.
Absolutely.
Because this was the same time when I started to notice wrestlers going from WWE to WCW. So I'm like, why are they not talking about him as much?
You knew your Mighty Morphin kayfabe.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Dude, that was...
I want to pause and just recognize that this is stupid.
Yeah, this is...
Even for Power Rangers, this is stupid.
Vey, my back is killing me.
Hey, Pulp Fiction.
Hey, you qualify to be a Blues Brother.
Oh boy.
Oh God, that's on this actor's highlight reel. It has all this shit.
Yeah. This is my. Yeah, I think this is for the parents' jokes.
That hits me. That strikes me as one of the producers right there. It's funny because we're making him dance for once.
This scene is more like the parent looking at a kid laughing hysterically and being like, "You're my son."
Is slapping his kid. He's crying into his green helmet.
Who are they? Are they here to fight somebody?
Boy, this is way too much dedication, according to the trivia. Paul Freeman, who's Ivan Ooze, he wanted a purple tongue to match his purple body, so he drank black currant juice and held it in his mouth and spit it out before each take to keep his tongue purple.
Did he know what movie he was on?
Ridiculous. Why'd he care?
You know how long it probably took him to put his makeup on?
Yeah.
He's not bitching about it. He's amplifying it.
Yeah.
Good for him.
This guy's a pro, this Paul Freeman, man.
Michael Plaskett says this is officially a third-rate 1960s Batman now.
Yes.
Oh boy,
it's true.
Can we get?
Don't be afraid to use your nails, boys.
Don't be afraid to use your nails, boys.
Yeah.
I was in a gay comic store and I forget why, but I wanted to say that so bad and I had to stop myself from doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, time code call out. What's the time code we're at here?
We're at 48, 48, 49, 50.
Oof, how do you even say that? Like, I ectomorphic machine.
Exposition.
Dude, they have been on these rocks for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, can't be getting any better at karate at this point.
This film went way over budget too.
Yeah,
really?
Like it.
Yep. It looks cheap, but it went way over what they wanted the budget to be.
Let's all look at Penis Rock. It gives us power.
Okay, that's the penis rock. Got it. One day I'm gonna be that hard. It's morphin' time.
What do you think, Kim? You want one of those in you?
He's straight. I gotta say, Tommy has stayed in great shape. He really has.
He looks really good. I was like shocked. Like, he ever looked younger?
I really do want to see him fight CM Punk.
Yeah, but CM
Is
Punk.
he in MMA?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he wants to fight CM Punk. Though CM Punk's like, "You're beneath me." Though, if CM Punk loses too bad in his first match, I don't think he will be beneath him. Or CM Punk will just say like, "Oh yeah, starting in the MMA career at age 39 is not the right time. I'm done. Goodbye."
Oh my god, I'm bored.
Yeah. Why did they put this in? Like, it is just to like sell a Ninja Rangers line of toys, but they're not doing anything fun. So why would a kid want one?
So apparently,
that's right, kid. You're hidden at the bottom of that quarry. Nobody can see you.
So apparently, they got rid of Babu and Squat in this film because they just made up that new guy Mordant to save money by having one dude instead of two dudes.
You know, in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie video game, this is a stealth scene.
Yeah, again, this really pissed me off. Like, I don't care about this kid. I don't care about his dad. I don't care about his Nike product placements. Like,
yeah,
I don't want any of this shit. That's what I was thinking as a kid.
I love that. Hey, Macho Man yelling at him.
Yeah. Also, the Goldar is supposed to be a scary. He really did start off scary.
Even when they're brainwashed, union workers are still lazy.
Are they digging up his Zords?
Well, the evil Zords. They have to be filled with ooze to work.
Again, like, who would want to have that pig as a toy? He's awful.
Yeah.
He's got a terrible gut. He's like...
He's got to be a pretty low-selling toy.
Yeah.
People would buy a Pink Ranger before that, and that's when they would think kids don't buy. That's such a dumb... As a kid who bought toys, that idea of, like, boys don't buy girls' toys, like... Number one, you'd want the complete set. So if you're going to play as the Power Rangers, you want every Power Ranger.
And not to defend that thing, but I didn't get as many toys as you did. I never had a complete set of Ninja Turtles. I usually had a choice between one or two. It was never the girl.
Okay, never. Fine. They wouldn't be my first pick. I'd get a Wolverine toy before a Rogue toy, but I did get a Rogue toy eventually. I had more toys than you.
Yes, you did. I would collect toys from the rich kids around the neighborhood as they were throwing them out.
Is the reasoning here like kids love dinosaurs? We don't love fossils. Kids hate fossils. Fossils are
Let's strip the flesh off of a dinosaur and cover it in dirt.
Hey, kid, this is what a dinosaur would look like if he was dead, dismembered, and not moving.
Fossils are like the gaslighting of making dinosaurs fun, like accessible to kids. That's what like teachers would use to make you have to learn about dinosaurs, which is like, no.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Oof, boy. See, this both looks expensive and terrible. Like, it looks like for them to make this big old puppet, they had to put a lot of work into it, but it also doesn't look good at all.
It's like stop motion.
I love that.
Not that.
I love that POV dinosaur action, though.
Me too.
Yeah, it's straight out of the Sam Raimi school. Also, as a fan of just the Red Ranger and his look, I really didn't like that the Red Ranger's like, he's nobody.
The Red Ranger is... I did a ranking of every single Power Ranger, and I'm pretty sure... I put Kat, the second Pink Ranger last. She was on for like barely any of my
half a
Power
season
Rangers.
or something.
But second worst, and like the legit worst, if you want to talk about like long-term Rangers, is Rocky.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Really?
He replaced Jason, who was like a top-tier Power Ranger.
Well, Jason was really the lead of the show until Tommy showed up.
Yeah.
And so you had a natural, real rivalry between Tommy and Jason.
But then Rocky comes along and is immediately like probably the third or fourth most important Ranger.
Yeah.
Then he's the one who gets replaced in the second movie by the kid.
Oof.
So what a terrible tenure as a
is.
Ranger to have.
Yeah, that's oh boy. Ooh. At least the rest of them, like, this shows you again, Tommy's the lead guy. Everybody's just away and like watching Tommy
that camera
like,
footage up.
Tommy, can you do it? Go, Tommy. Yeah, do it, Tommy.
So this is kind of impressive for the era, like him being on a CG thing.
No, it's not CG. It's a puppet.
Really?
Yeah, it's a puppet.
Yeah, look
The
at
entire
that.
time?
Oh, I do remember this. He finds
Yeah, pulls out the wishbone and it all falls apart.
It was a load-bearing bone.
Oh, that looks like crap. And again, real expensive.
Finally, Retro Gamer Dave. Oh man, this is terrible.
Finally got you on there.
And Michael Paz did have that Jordan hat. That's
Looks
pretty
like Tommy pulled a real boner there.
Nah, Dave, get it a temp.
This fight is a Jurassic farce, says Michael Plaskett.
Shaxford says, "Movie. Don't remind us that we could have been watching a better movie ever." You're mine.
Yeah, apparently Jason David Frank did many of his own stunts. That's why he's number one, man.
JTF.
I've known multiple dudes who
Bros.
I've known multiple bros who got into like Taekwondo and shit because of
Power Rangers?
Wow.
Well, because of Jason especially, but yeah, because of Tommy the character especially. Tommy was their favorite.
I remember walking out of Karate Kid Part 3 and like a really like entrepreneurial karate dojo owner handing out free coupons for karate lessons outside of Karate Kid Part 3. I'm like, I'm surprised I don't walk out of action movies nowadays and people have that kind of shit going on.
It's not a bad idea.
We're not as active as we
The
used
Gun
to
Cannon
be.
D says, that reminds me of this balsa wood dinosaur skeleton models. That my parents bought me plenty. I built a ton of dinosaur models.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, as you've said in the past, your parents preferred educational bents to their gifts for you, right?
My mother would buy me pretty much anything I wanted, but was too selfish to ever think of me outside of the Steinmart impulse buy aisle. My father outright refused to get like licensed shit and like, use your own fucking imagination. Don't use theirs, I believe was the saying.
Here, I made you a Power Rangers belt.
I agree with that thinking, but it's also the same as like when your mom
that's awful.
When your
awful
mom
CG.
offers to make you a burger and you're like, I just want Burger King, man.
Yeah.
It was traumatizing, but I remember the one moment I got back from baseball practice and wanted to play with my He-Man figures, and like they're gone. Like, where are my He-Man figures? And like my dad was like, you didn't play with them for like 3 months. I sold
awful.
them.
Oh yeah,
Got rid of them.
That is so cruel of your dad, man. Yeah, that.
I'm sure your
Big
thing is
Bug
awful, but I'm
creature.
talking about the CG right now. This is fucking like
Yeah.
PS1 cinematic.
I feel like that thing should be cutting Seymour Skinner in half.
Oh yeah, and Elliot Hunter does point out that there were very visible wires when this thing collapsed. So the parents are enslaved, the children are free, and the old people rendered into ooze, says Gun Cannon. So interesting thing about that ugly monster, that was not originally their enemies in the film. So in the original script, the Rangers were supposed to fight giant rat monsters that Ivan Ooze created, which again, like a Jew making rat monsters, like boy.
Oh yeah, the rats that are outside every time you see a strike.
Yeah.
That This anti-union movie.
But Dave's a New Yorker. He must have seen that a lot.
Because the suits didn't work well enough and looked too low budget for the movie, they were replaced by the ooze creatures Ivan creates in the film. However, the rats were used again because they appeared in the Return of the White Ranger storyline. Those rat costumes. So,
Return of the White Ranger?
Yeah, the Return of the Green Ranger storyline.
This is the worst CG I've ever seen, says Michael Plaskett, second to the Mortal Kombat film. Since the second Mortal Kombat film, which I hope we never watch. Me too.
Yep.
I think it'll be bad enough someday that we'll need to watch it.
Annihilation?
Let's see here.
They have not done anything in
hours. What are they doing?
A lot of walking around. They're looking for the power.
For some reason, this fight scene I remember. Like I could never watch this movie in one sitting.
Well, they have to have one fight scene in the shitty ninja
temple.
They were put on their Vision Quest by Galactica or whatever.
There's so much happening back in Angel Grove, and you guys don't give a fuck.
Yep. Bulk and Skull are finally getting some.
I think that's the thing about it. It takes no balls to wear white clothing. Everybody else is wearing a stark color that you wouldn't normally wear.
What are you talking about? White is the most, like, if he shits himself,
you're right.
Himself,
like
everyone's going to see
bad ketchup spurred.
Yeah. That's why
he's going to have to fight
man.
That thing from the Sarlacc pit.
Every time they get food, he has to order it with mayonnaise. Yeah, what's the proper condiment for? Like, obviously, Yellow Ranger's mustard.
Ketchup, blue ketchup.
Blue is boysenberry.
Oh man, now let's
pink
pull
is
out
gum.
Our masks, guys. I wish it looked like they were even saying words.
Yeah,
there.
But what did they do them for?
That gets them in battle mode.
They sounded like Mike Myers listing off all the karate moves.
The cat.
Wayne's
the beetle.
The beetle.
Where the fuck is Olmec? Is asking Mike Plaskett. A good question. Good question.
Rangers.
To get to Zordon's cure, you could take.
I forgot Zordon is sick. This sucks.
So the only,
this should have been a season premiere, not a movie.
Yeah.
The Power Ranger people toys I had. The only ones I had the full set of all 6, including the Green Ranger, was the ones where their heads could switch out, and it would be their unmasked head and their head. But it made them have like giant chests, all of them. So
right, Gun
it was
Kennedy.
quite a trade. But it helped my action figure storytelling for them to be able to have their helmets off.
God, if you can ever find tape of you telling your action figure stories, we need to play that on the show.
Did you put them in wrestling?
I did that angles? Sometimes too, but other times they were in their own stories, and sometimes they'd cross over with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And sometimes the Riddler would play the Green Lantern.
This is one of the worst shots I believe is coming up.
Let's see here. Whoop. Ooh, leapfrog, get it?
No, it wasn't that one. I thought I remember the Red Ranger doing something.
Boy, the Red Ranger really sucked there, and he honestly should have just been stabbed by that sword when he fell on top of him.
There goes a finger.
Yeah, one of the Power Rangers should die in this movie.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, whoops. We drowned him! Yay!
If SummerSlam taught me anything, says Batfanboy 1939, champions wear white and gold.
Wow, maybe we should stream that on the Nintendo stream this week. Michael Plaskett is saying the ninjas were thankfully nowhere to be seen in the Natsume adaptations of this film for the Super NES.
Really?
I didn't know Natsume adapted it. This is news to me. Oh, finally, Rocky gets to do some shit.
The Harvest Power Rangers?
I did play the fighting game where you could fight either human-sized dudes against each other, Zord-sized dudes. You couldn't be the Red Ranger or the Mega Zord. Like, Rangers couldn't fight a Zord. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why would you ever pick a Ranger, though?
I don't know.
It's like when you're playing Marvelous Capcom. Why'd you pick Capcom?
They should be taking a lesson out of Resident Evil 5 and punching it till it falls down. That rock's not even hitting them.
And they're all sponges. Jesus Christ.
Oh, nope. I'm sorry. We started at 6. It did not start at 7. Sorry. But hey, you can go backwards and see this. Yeah, this has been lasting a very long time, Thomas Debson. I've kind of lost track of what was happening.
Every one of you were right. This is a bad movie. We should have done the free-for-all for episode 2.
Yeah, but that's 2 hours of boring. This is at least
2.5 hours of boring.
This is 90 minutes.
This is still excruciating, though.
Right. It's going to pick up soon, I think.
Also, apparently in the script... Whoa, that classic.
Don't put yourself, baby Herman.
That was my favorite gag. Not my favorite gag, but one of my favorite gags in Wet Hot American Summer, First Day of Camp. Where are they? Oh.
Yeah, the old air. This is the one. Yeah.
Whoa.
Psycho Crusher backwards.
Whoa.
Ugh. What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Wow.
That's just a stupid thing a kid would hear from his dad and then say it like while punching a thing.
Yeah.
8-ball quarterback.
We're losing ground to the Japs.
Wow,
Punch.
Man. Oof. That was pretty great.
Just do both tonight. Says nope. No, we're
that's
not.
Also fun. Michael Plaskett said he was about to do a splitting headache joke, and then the movie did it.
I am the Pyramid Zord.
I have all your new toys right here, available in Target.
Tickle my undercarriage.
I didn't have the McDonald's tie-in toys for these.
I didn't either. A bunch of people are saying they had them, like Caleb Hale.
Oh man, a Jackie Chan film would be an antidote to this, boy.
Dude, I'm just only recently because that Every Frame of Painting video. We should watch that afterwards.
Yeah. Well, I just want to go. I miss when there were Hong Kong action films.
Yeah.
Like once China took back Hong Kong, the films got worse. Like there's no other way around it. Especially even the ones I liked, like the film Hero. Did you guys see Hero? The
Jet Li one?
Yeah, the Jet Li one. Like it's all about how communism is great. Like the main villain in the movie, they realize is not the villain, and he's uniting China, and we should respect that. We should have
gotten that movie for free.
They're reuniting with their spirit animals.
Tommy, that wasn't great reacting work. I feel like you should have done a take 2.
Hooray! We finally let these suits free.
Yeah, and Jesse Ainsworth is right. These things should have been exploding in showers of sparks, not bad CG crumpling.
Not like 1970s flashback trails.
Yeah, oh boy, the CG.
And now we're the things that you actually want us to be.
Yeah, Alex Crum, that's exactly right. Hero rules, but it's total propaganda.
Yeah, no, we're not in these sucky uniforms anymore. That should definitely not be made into toys.
Oh man, please do a Rush Hour commentary,
that was
Charles.
Fun.
I'm almost ready to do that. Charles Andre Lavalle.
You know what I loved about seeing Rush Hour was that it was me and my nerdy white friends who were super into Jackie Chan films in a theater with a bunch of Asian people there to see Jackie Chan and a bunch of black people to see Chris Tucker. And it had to be the most diverse theater I've ever been in, and we all had a great time.
That looks fucking terrible.
I think car insurance commercials have better stuff than that.
Fucking terrible. I've seen Earth Defense Force with better...
Those things look like the General in those fucking terrible insurance commercials.
Or the Carfax.
Save some time. Stop watching this movie on a dime.
What is that? There's one Tim and Eric skit where it's the 80 Miles with I forget the 80 Miles with a CGI character who looks just like these
80
things.
Miles. Oh yeah, that is great. Oh, Michael Paz says, Awkward Loser says, if you hate Power Rangers Turbo, just look up the Pink Ranger scenes. I've realized a lot of stuff about myself when watching those.
Yeah, the Pink Ranger wasn't the Pink Ranger when that movie came out, but they think they put her in there because it was like, everyone wants her in the movie.
Yeah. One time.
We'll pay her a little extra.
Yeah. Fuck you, Alpha 5. I hate you.
Jason's in that movie too, right?
I think so, but he might have been
kidnapped.
Bad.
He's kidnapped. Jason's kidnapped along with Kimberly. Michael Plasker says Roger Corman's Ant-Man looks pretty shitty, I gotta say. Stupid gold art.
There is so much more left in this movie.
And yet, but now it is Zord time, baby.
Yep.
All right.
And this will be great.
Oh my God.
The more you know.
This is like tantric Power Rangers watching. Like,
this whole movie.
I've been stroking my Zord boner this entire movie.
At least that looks expensive. That set of like destroyed stuff.
Yeah, they look awesome in downtown Toronto.
Right on the Universal lot.
Yeah, that sounds cheaper.
Boy, the light is not showing well off those.
Ooh, why is the pink Power Ranger the only one who has lips?
What?
Or no, actually, multiple do. What? That's a weird distinction.
Yeah, they added lips.
Ratmandu's right. It was right after Jason was the Gold Ranger. That was the big Jason comeback when he was the Gold Ranger.
When did they say this?
Ninja Wolf Sword?
At least they're getting the hand motion.
New Toy Zord.
Yep.
Get it at Toys R Us Zord.
So I did like those original Zords, but I think my favorite singular Zord is the Chinese Dragon Zord the Red Ranger had, because it was again one of those solo ones. It could fight solo and transform into human type thing.
I didn't like when Tommy became the Green Ranger.
Oh no!
When Tommy became the Green Ranger, and later when he became the White Ranger, where his Zord was as tall as all of the other Zords combined, and would fight like. Aside from the other,
the equal.
It was like a second Zord to fight alongside the other combined Zord.
Yeah,
because you never saw
totally Canada.
You never saw the Zords fight on their own.
Ooh, look at that! That's totally that's some Voltron stuff there.
Yeah, it is.
She was in it because she was under contract, Dave, says Phil the guy.
Who?
That's why Kim. That's why she was in it.
In the second movie?
Did you see that awesome
look at that city.
Slash Film has...
Look! Is that Manhattan? It looks so real.
Slash Film has an oral history of Theodore Rex.
It was incredible, and it's written by a guy. It's written by Blake J. Harris, who did the Console Wars book. I complimented him on it myself because we're Twitter bros.
Nice.
So what is this song? What is this movie saying about the color purple?
Because I guess that it's the only color that came.
It's the evil color.
The same thing Breaking Bad was. Only Betsy wears it.
Bulk and Skull are drinking 7-Up, which is like an anti-advertisement.
Yeah.
Why would I want to drink a Bulk?
They're gonna make a Flintstones movie. It's not for us. It's for our parents.
But maybe we should all go see it. Rick Moranis doesn't have many more movies in him. We should go watch it. Because he's an underrated comic.
Says that's because the Green Ranger was the best Ranger. Because he is. I wish you were dead.
You got it.
Fuck you, kid. Look at this city. Look at this. Is this CGI or is this a terrible model?
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of both.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
It looks like a model with a little. That's totally a model.
Ooh boy!
Awesome.
On a little like toothpick camera.
That is PlayStation 1.
Purple is for wussies who can't choose, says Charles Andre. The ooze is really slurm. That's not a bad one.
Tommy got hit. Why isn't he selling it? Because he's
and feels. Oh yeah, the Tiger Zord. I get you think the Tiger Zord was better than the Red Dragon,
but here's why you're.
But
wrong.
I had a toy of the Red Dragon, and I did not have a toy of that Tiger Zord. So
that
tongue.
Oh boy!
This whole tug of war, boy. Boy.
With the frog. Oh god.
Turns out I suck.
Gonna burn you just like a frog does with his electric tail.
Yeah, where's all six of you? Oh, good God.
Michael Plaskett says, I don't remember seeing a shitty CGI ant in Afterburner.
Did anyone think this was lame in, like, 1995? Like, this looks terrible and not realistic at all. I can totally tell they're not a part of this neighborhood.
Jurassic Park was 2 years old.
Yeah, they...
Look at that shit.
Oh, boy. Beast Wars looks better than this.
Yeah, this is like
Bear sucks.
It's just straight reboot level of like CG.
More Sparks is.
Actually, the monkey looks worse. The gorilla looks worse.
That's not the way a gorilla looks in real life at all. Not even close.
Man, here to save the day.
His fingers can't move. Like the fingers don't move on it.
See this, but this does keep in tune with the show where individual Zords suck. Unless you're the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, your Zord sucks and should die.
Wasn't it nice the rare times when their Zords would win by being the tank version of them all together instead of the stand-up version?
Off to the Magic Kingdom.
That was a nice change of pace. Same with when they did when they would occasionally beat them by putting all their swords together to make a big gun.
It's the biggest insult I've seen. Charles Andre Lavie says this needs Jar Jar Binks.
So what city is what state is Angel Grove in?
Should be California.
But they have a monorail.
They have a monorail and a Space Needle.
Well, Angel Grove has been helped out a lot by this stuff, but oof, boy. Also, having 2 flying Zords in a Zord pack seems like too many, man. You should really need only one fly. She's the Crane.
The Crane. And the other ones are the Useless and the Terrible.
Oh wow, the Duke of Nebraska says, I just realized the CGI is older than me.
Is it? No, it's not. You're
under 20? 20 years old, man. He could be under 20. Oh yeah, we haven't really been in on this. This is the 20th anniversary of the film.
It is.
What? Is he shitting?
Oof. Well, he pulled off the tail and so the ooze is leaking out. Good line.
Oozed is like for a 10 or like 11-year-old.
Gov Cannon says, did this movie hire the same guy who did CG for the Fantastic Four movie in '94?
Yep.
And yeah, sadly, Pink is fucking useless. That's kind of cool. I do like that.
Of course, it's Tommy. Tommy gets the fucking.
Tommy's the only Phoenix one who can do shit, man.
Phoenix that shoots missiles out of its. There's a little bit of a power imbalance there.
Yeah, I would have wished Amy Jo Johnson had some of that.
Or maybe one of the other characters had a missile.
At least the gorilla is like kind of holding him and stuff. But that head is ridiculous. Like, ugh.
What did Billy do? Like, what powers does hit? Ugh.
I guess he just hit him in place.
Riblet. I heard Riblet.
I apologize for yawning, guys. All right, time to get serious here. Free grape jelly for all, says Michael Plasker.
Oh no.
What? Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh
no. Thomas Dobson says this looks like a tech demo for Windows 3.1.
Oh. This is Captain Power level CG. Says
let's just slightly alter this one model instead of making the main villain into his own thing. That was awful.
Oh no. That's why it had a space needle. That's why it had to be.
I've now lost all facial movement.
Hey, here's a good production point on the show. Once Tommy, this is from
oh god,
Christian
this is awful.
Rivero. He says once Tommy became the White Ranger, he doesn't interact much with the guys in costume because the White Ranger was from a different season.
And also a pervert.
Activate. All right, here we go. Let's see. This transformation better be good.
Let's turn this bunch of tiny turds into one giant turd.
So the gorilla becomes one arm? I feel like the gorilla could be the top
becomes the torso.
Docking scene. Power Rangers. We've been waiting all movie for this.
What is docking? Is that
penis
docking?
and penis?
No, it's shitting
that's
someone
poop
else's
into
vagina.
poop. But docking is penis
docking.
on penis. Regular docking is penis on
foreskin
penis.
for that?
I think one person needs.
Actually,
to
you're both wrong. Docking
penis.
is when you get your friend Marty to suck your balls. Marty, you gotta suck my balls.
Marty.
Yeah, but boy, see, same with
this is shit.
Oh my god! Wow, Food Fight looks better than this.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Duke of Nebraska's pointing out this movie is slowly killing Plaskett.
And this is so obviously a fucking little.
Michael Plaskett just said this
scale model.
Special effects, and then they're shitting on Jackson Pollock painting and trying to pass it off as Pomo. Fuck this!
Look at this awful shit.
This is way worse than I expected.
50th scale model shit going on right now.
By the way, there's 1 hour left. Oh, the Hero Bank. I hope it
There's not an hour left. What a perfect. Yeah,
I'm surprised Tommy would do something so minor.
Selfless and
yeah.
That feels like something they'd have given the Crane to do, but I guess the way the toy was designed, it was that the white one is an accessory to the other 5, so he would be free.
Well, yeah, white is superior to everyone else combined. I think Power Rangers established that multiple times over.
I won't quit, Thomas. There's only 15 minutes left. Thank piss Christ.
I'll join you guys and be this Zord's cock.
This looks so bad. I cannot believe how much worse this looks than the actual show.
That looked okay.
This is fine.
Turns out the Japanese are right in using cool models and cool costumes.
Yeah.
And I don't think CG is superior to practical. This is just bad CG.
Awful CG.
Unbelievably bad CG.
Did this even come out in Japan?
Better.
I just imagine Japan shaking their heads and watching this.
Yeah, I wonder how well this did in Japan.
You know this will look bad in this. Have you seen Jurassic Park?
The movie looks like you don't care.
Oh, boy.
Why did you hire Silicon Knights?
Well, also that they had
so bad.
Oh, boy, Ivan Ooze especially because like his character is has an
Ninja
animated face, but not
boxing Marco.
It's like a famous actor comedian who got Botox and is just like
Carrot Top.
Now I have all the facial features.
Shatspert says, "I'm loving every minute of this. Badly aged CGI is like delicious. It's like so much delicious candy."
This movie is like Carrot Top, where he's got terrible Botox, but he still has all those props around him to distract you from the fact that his face is a congealed mess.
Oh, I love this fight sequence. I'll kill myself.
but to make his parents care. This is kind of the reverse.
I don't remember this at all. God,
This reminds. This is like the reverse of the. At least Bulk and Skull get to do something.
Yeah, Jesus, they've only spent the last 90 minutes not
Michael
doing anything.
Plaskett points out Laser Time Rangers can't work if everyone's the White Ranger. No offense, fellas.
Oh, do you?
Say that with more conviction.
It is funny that that's actually them in the costumes. They could have. They didn't need to film.
Why does everybody talk with their fist out, even when they're saying nice things?
It doesn't work. It's what they've been doing since the beginning. It's how they were taught.
No, I don't.
What a useful cliff that is.
John Hamm is whose dad?
Yeah, it's a real cliffhanger.
The only dad I can see in here is whoever's Bulk's friend is. Looks like Jay Baruchel's dad. This is the reverse of the bloodening.
Oh, what?
These are
we
like
know
kids,
all your secrets.
These kids pushing in against their parents are like kids trying to stop their parents' divorce. It's like, why try?
Hit them with a dip.
Yeah, spray all over those kids.
Hope this doesn't hurt your spine, Fred.
Jared Fogle saw this scene and was like,
What was he like?
He was like,
Yeah, Phil the guy's totally right. The Ninja Zord scenes when they finally got on the show were much better than this.
There's the people we wanted to see.
Yeah.
See, this is supposed to be
this.
Yeah,
That's
a bridge
sorry.
too far for you, right?
You can't leave.
This is it. Time to kick him in the dick to win this fight. This looks really bad. They had him to have to be in space, so like at least they didn't have to worry about gravity or having them walk on the ground or perspective.
This still looks bad.
It still looks horrendous.
I'll fight them in the one place diplomatic community doesn't work. Space. Oh, that's awful. I can't even get eyeballs right.
Man, Matthew Dixon says Dave is the funniest of the group. Always.
Yeah, always.
I've just never.
Every switch.
I've honestly as much.
Oh, this is it. Okay, what's for emergency use only? Knee to the balls. Which I guess he has balls in his robot.
And then
right in the dick and balls.
And then he dies using the default animation you see when like in characters in video games when they glitch out, like the whole arms.
And tons of fire in space. Thank you.
I had to say, like, I wrote that thing about the Power Rangers. I've never seen this movie, and I'm astonished at how bad it was. Like, makes the show look like The West Wing.
Well, also because the show went so much faster. Like, they wouldn't have made you wait all this long or have all these stupid subplots. Like, they would have at least shown you one exploding robot every episode.
Fuck, we can't even get a Bulk and Skull hug?
There's still so much of this movie left. What extreme 90s thing are they going to do to wrap this up?
Well, we have... Maybe Bulk and Skull will finally hug in the last 15 minutes.
Subtitles on Amazon just read laughing maniacally, says Alex Crum. Retro Game Dave says, giant robots have nards?
Well, here's another bit here. Apparently this was outlawed on the show, but in the movie, this is the first time a villain actually got to use the word kill.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that they could not use the word kill on the show.
Mark Kasler wonders, so in the original it always looked to me like the Red Ranger was controlling everything with a joystick. Am I wrong? Were those other Rangers doing anything?
I think he was the one in charge. Yeah.
They all had Kinect support.
And Alex Crum says this shit is unforgivable. This is the lowest amount of people who have stuck with the stream, I believe, ever. No need to look, Dave. Take my word for it.
I don't even know. I am not watching the numbers either.
Everyone gets one take and sad. Try that again.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
We usually don't stream two videos at the same time to take up less bandwidth.
Guys, I think Zordon's gonna die inside that seaweed wrap.
Oh, Red Ranger's got the mumps. Too old to be a ranger.
Let's see. I'm reading that Bulk and Skull originally had a much bigger subplot, but it was written out.
Boo.
Apparently, they were going to be later. They were going to be.
Remember at the beginning when they skydived together?
Are they going to believe?
Yep, they believe. But yeah, that Bulk and Skull were apparently going to get mind controlled and work for Ivan Ooze, which totally makes sense.
Wait, so there's 4 Guy Rangers and 2 Girl Rangers. Are any Guy Rangers have to hold hands during the scene?
I would guess so, yeah. But maybe they cut around that. So
actually, their hands are not technically touching. I thought they were, but they're not. What? No, that's not how Power Ranger powers work. If you want to like infuse your life energy with Zordons, that's fine, but you don't have the power to fix technology.
Don't have the powers of the little batteries not included robots.
Yeah.
Engage Deus Ex Machina on 761. I blame you people for this as Duke of Nebraska.
I was sleeping under this really thick comforter, but you woke me up.
Sorry, guys. Sorry that YouTube's so bad tonight.
Yeah.
But this will be archived, so you can
his giant head is back. Ooh,
which we wouldn't recommend.
Boy.
Why?
I feel comfortable saying 122 minutes in. Somebody needs to die.
Amy Jo Johnson, she had to act for this scene.
Oh, by the way, do you remember the episodes of the show called The Wedding where they go to Australia? That's because they were filming the show and the movie at the same time. Yeah, of course.
Are they going to do a dance routine?
At the cheapest.
Tell me they're doing a dance routine.
What a waste of Bulk and Skull. I never thought I'd say those words, but...
yeah.
Hey, I did stuff too. Go away.
Yeah, they're all eating a shitload of crab legs and lobster. They're just spoiled babies.
Is that I don't get what
I didn't eat a lobster until I was like 20 years old.
Yep.
I'm still not into... I don't like shellfish, man. You're eating bugs. You're eating bugs. They maybe taste good when you cover them in
Wait, did this kid ever interact with them earlier in the movie?
He said, "Yeah, go Tommy." When they did skydiving, remember?
Right.
That Jordan clasp on the front of his hat makes me want to fucking strangle that kid. We're the Power Rangers.
More songs. Use the power of friendship, guys.
Power Rangers jam. This is what Elson warned me of. It closes out with Van Halen's Dreams, like it's a Blue Angel show.
Yeah,
so
that's perfect.
Was the kid aware that they're the Power Rangers?
No, he doesn't know. He thinks they're cool. He thinks they're just cool dudes.
This is disgusting.
Because that would be acceptable. That like this kid knows about the Power Rangers. The next movie, a kid is a Power Ranger.
I'm ashamed of Brett Elson for seeing this twice in the theater.
I'm the new Blue Ranger.
By Google stuff.
Look at that! Another little romantic thing with Tommy and.
Yeah, a power glove.
Thank you, Bulk and Skull, for being the shining beacon in this movie. Oh, look at yeah.
Was it happening?
No kissing. No kissing. No kissing. This is.
It's a very chaste love affair.
Yeah. Maybe one day I will kiss you.
Fuck you, Brian Spicer.
Yeah, who he came on the film after the original guy quit.
Screenplay by the third Olsen twin, Arn Olsen.
And good old Saban and Levy, the two Jews that run the whole thing.
Jesus.
Seriously,
that again goes back to they had to do it with Toei. Toei helped to produce the other show. Like it's their thing just as much.
Right,
boy,
guys,
that was not good.
I am so sorry. And
you can tell if a Power Ranger has a 3-word name, they're a good Power Ranger. Amy Jo Johnson, Jason David Frank, Johnny Young Bosch.
And Paul Freeman, as I ever do. Fuck this.
Oh, yeah, sequel.
Well, this lets them know that. Let's just let you know that Zed's back in power.
I am done with this. This better be funny.
See, without Babu and the other guy around, Goldar has to be the joke. Burst out, bubble.
Why does so much Brian Spicer's the...
What song is this?
We're in trouble. I just remember hearing it all the time. I don't remember that.
We're in trouble.
Hey, people, tell us in the comments
who
this singing.
No, I lost it. I lost it.
We should stick around till the...
Goldar is Thanos.
Goldar is Thanos.
There is an Alpha 5...
There's an Alpha 5 cameo at the end?
No, an Alpha 5 devoted song.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up this song, though, too. Boy.
Oh my god, is this the B-52?
I wish I was dead. Guys, we are done.
They overloaded this soundtrack.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry
about...
Power Rangers are a little old group.
How many things am I sorry
love
for?
to do karate.
I'm sorry we're doing 2 bad movies in a row. I'm sorry that the movie was so bad. I'm sorry for the technical errors on YouTube.
This was way worse than Mortal Kombat, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry for everything. Stay tuned for Laser Time. I swear it'll much like being gay in middle school. It gets better.
We're like the
Power Rangers are a group of fighters.
Michael Plaskett says we're like the band of brothers for surviving these murderously awful
Thank
films.
you for doing that with us. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much, guys. We'll leave this up on YouTube for you.